trying to figure things out. She was a brown woman with an accent. I remember going into, a store and us being followed.
Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy.
I remember how people would look at my mother and make certain assumptions about her intelligence or her capacity or her right to belong. As the eldest child, you see this. My mother was very well aware that she was raising two black girls to be two black women. And she did that instilling in us pride in our culture and cultures, always knowing that we would face all kinds of obstacles, but she never let us believe that anything could get in the way of our dreams or pursuits. My sister Maya is 2.5 years younger than me. So at the age of 2.5, I was told, look after your sister. And it is something that is very much a part of just who I am, which is that look after those who need your support or need your help. And that has been what has motivated me to do the work I've done, to look after and protect people.
Actually, it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who...
And those civil rights, by the way, include not just only African Americans, but the LGBT community.
But oppose busing in America. Then, no, do you agree?
I did not oppose busing in America. What I opposed is busing ordered by the Department of Education. That's what I opposed.
Well, there was a failure of states to integrate public schools in America. I was part of the second class to integrate Berkeley, California public schools almost 2 decades after Brown v. Board of Education.
Because your city council made that decision. They're going to put you all back in chains. They're going to put you all back in chains.
So, here's the thing. Who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? There's something about... And most of us, many of us went to school on the yellow school bus, right? And it's part of our experience growing up. I also believe, and it's personal, and it was hurtful to hear you talk about the reputations of two United States senators who built their reputations and career on the segregation of race in this country. And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing.
Look, everything I've done in my career, I ran because of civil rights. I continue to think we have to make fundamental changes in civil rights. And those civil rights, by the way, include not just only African Americans, but the LGBT community.
But Vice President Biden, do you agree today that you were wrong to oppose busing in America? It was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me, to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
First, dude, how much does Kamala Harris love school buses?
So, here's the thing. Who doesn't love a yellow school bus, right? Can you raise your hand if you love a yellow school bus, right? There's something about, and most of us, many of us went to school on the yellow school bus, right? And it's part of our experience growing up.
I'll have what she's having.
Posing with her, with his own likely history-making moment looming, attorney Doug Emhoff, the possible first second gentleman in the history of the Republic. Tweeting this with possible FLOTUS, Dr. Jill Biden. Ready to go.
Let me introduce the woman I love.
He was right there on the campaign trail as his wife ran for president.
Go get him!
The quiet guy.
Kamla! Kamla!
Cheerleader when needed. Active on social media as Mr. Kamala Harris. And sometimes the unscripted defender. In a security scare last year at a campaign event, a protester got way too close to Harris, the female moderator in between. Then one of 3 men to charge and drag him away was Emhoff, the look on his face unmistakable. And when her presidential hopes ended, he was the source of comfort.
We were a good couple going in, but then I think we came out of it like, you know.
A modern husband now wading through barely charted territory.
This is only the 3rd woman vice presidential nominee, and so he will be navigating terrain that we haven't really seen in any recent history.
I don't know if we're ready for a first lady named Doug. I don't know. Doug, huh?
Oh, he is the most fully actualized person you've ever met.
The couple met later in life, set up on a blind date by friends. Emhoff, an entertainment lawyer and millionaire, elevated her public servant salary into the 1%. And he brings 2 grown children, both in their 20s, to their blended marriage. Children that hate the term stepmom and simply call her Mamala.
I've had a lot of titles over my career, and certainly vice president will be great. But Mamala will always be the one that means the most.
That's all, folks.